cats are obligate carnivores. That means one thing: they need meat, real meat, not corn, not soy, not filler. And yet, the majority of cat food brands sold in America put corn as the first ingredient. Not chicken, not fish, corn. This video ranks 10 of the most popular cat food brands from worst to best. Same system as always. What's in the first 5 ingredients, where the protein actually comes from, and what it costs per day. No marketing, no bag photography, just what's inside. One thing before the ranking: cats are not dogs. Dogs can process carbohydrates reasonably well. Cats cannot. A cat's body is built to run on protein and fat. High-carb food, corn, wheat, soy, causes weight gain, diabetes, and urinary issues over time. So when you see corn as the first ingredient in cat food, that's not just cheap. That's the wrong food for the animal. Number 10, Meow Mix. The jingle says cats ask for it by name. The ingredient list says otherwise. First ingredient, ground yellow corn. Second, corn gluten meal. Third, chicken byproduct meal. Corn. Then something that used to be a chicken. Meow Mix is owned by J.M. Smucker and the same company that makes Folgers coffee and Jif peanut butter. The formula hasn't meaningfully changed in decades. The jingle is catchier than the nutrition. Cost per day for an average cat, around 40 to 50 cents. Sounds cheap. Costs more in vet bills long term. Verdict: corn dressed up as cat food, the worst trade on this list. Number 9, Friskies. Owned by Nestlé Purina, one of the most recognizable cat food brands in America. First ingredient on the dry formula, ground yellow corn. Again, the wet food is slightly better. Some formulas lead with meat. But the dry kibble that most owners default to? Corn first, corn gluten meal second, meat and poultry by products from unnamed sources. Friskies also contains red 40, yellow 5, blue 2, artificial dyes in cat food. Cats don't care what color their food is. Those colors exist for one reason, so the food looks appealing to you in the store. Verdict: brand recognition doing a lot of work here. The formula doesn't back it up. Number 8, 9 Lives. Meat doesn't appear until the 7th ingredient. He's 7th. The first 6 are carbohydrates, fats, and fillers. When chicken finally shows up, it's mixed with bone meal. Also contains titanium dioxide, a whitening agent added purely for color. For context, the European Food Safety Authority raised concerns about titanium dioxide as a food additive in 2021. It's in your cat's food anyway. Verdict: the ingredient list reads like an accident. Avoid. Number 7, Fancy Feast. The marketing is everything here. Fancy, elegant, premium. The reality is more complicated. The dry formula? Corn first. Again, the wet formula is where Fancy Feast partially redeems itself. Some pâté formulas lead with real meat and are genuinely acceptable for occasional feeding. But the brand uses liver and fish without naming the source animal. Unnamed animal parts are one of the lowest quality inputs allowed under FDA labeling rules. Ranks above 9 Lives only because the wet range has usable options if you read labels carefully. Verdict: fancy name, average food. Read the wet formula labels before buying. Number 6, Whiskas. Owned by Mars Pet Care, same parent company as Royal Canin. Whiskas wet pouches are popular globally, and some formats lead with real chicken or fish. The dry formula follows the same pattern as most of this list. First ingredient, cereals, no specific grain named. Second, meat and animal derivatives, no specific animal named. What keeps Whiskas at 6 rather than lower, the wet pouch range has cleaner labels than the dry, and the price is honest, and it doesn't pretend to be premium. For a budget wet food used occasionally alongside better dry kibble, Whiskas wet pouches are acceptable. The dry formula is not. Verdict: acceptable wet pouches. Skip the dry. Know which one you're buying. Number 5, Blue Buffalo, Same story as the dog food ranking. Deboned chicken first, that's good. General Mills acquired them for $8 billion in 2018. That's context worth having. The ingredient list on the core cat formulas is decent. Real protein sources, no artificial colors or flavors, some whole grains. But Blue Buffalo prices this as premium while delivering mid-tier construction, and they've had the same transparency issues as the dog food line. For the price, around $1.20 to $1.40 a day, there are better options ahead. Verdict: decent ingredients, premium price, mid-tier value. The marketing is the most polished thing about it. Number 4, Hill's Science Diet. Same as the dog food ranking, owned by Colgate-Palmolive. Real research behind it, genuine therapeutic formulas. The standard adult cat formula is fine. Chicken first, whole grains, no artificial additives. The veterinary therapeutic range, kidney, urinary weight, is among the most clinically validated in the industry. For a healthy adult cat on standard food, slightly expensive for what the ingredient list delivers. For a cat with a health condition, Hill's prescription range is worth every cent. Verdict: research-backed, vet-trusted, worth it for health conditions. Borderline for healthy cats. Number 3, Purina Pro Plan. Same story as dog food, and it holds up equally well here. Chicken first, real AAFCO feeding trials, 500 plus researchers behind the formula. The cat range specifically has strong options for urinary health and weight management that are backed by the same clinical research as the therapeutic brands at a lower price. Around $1.10 to $1.20 a day, better research than Blue Buffalo. More consistent than most brands in this tier. The ingredient list isn't glamorous, the science behind it is real. Verdict: the vet nutritionist's pick for cats too, reliable, research-backed, fair price. Number 2, Orijen. The best ingredient list in dry cat food. Free-run chicken, turkey, wild-caught fish, cage-free eggs, freeze-dried liver, 85% of ingredients from named animal sources. Built specifically around what cats actually need, high protein, low carb, named meat sources throughout. Same issue as the dog food ranking, around $2.80 to $3.50 a day. Pro Plan is $1.10 to $1.20. Kirkland, coming up, is around 70 to 80 cents. The ingredient gap is real. The price gap is larger. For a healthy adult cat, the value math doesn't close. For an owner who wants the absolute best regardless of cost, Orijen. Verdict: best ingredient list in dry cat food, worst value ratio in the top half. Your call. Number 1, Kirkland Signature. Same manufacturer as Taste of the Wild, same Diamond Pet Foods facility, same honest Costco model, like no ads, no markups, savings passed to you. Kirkland Signature chicken, rice, and vegetable cat formula. First ingredient, chicken. Second, chicken meal, whole grains follow, named fat source. No artificial colors. That opening is better than Blue Buffalo's cat formula. Blue Buffalo costs nearly double per day. Cost per day for an average cat, 70 to 80 cents. Verdict: the best value in cat food. Real chicken first, honest price, same manufacturer as premium brands, the one the pet food industry doesn't want you to notice. The pattern is the same as every category we cover. Bottom of the list, corn first, dyes, marketing budgets. Top of the list, real meat first, honest price, less spent convincing you. One rule, flip the bag. If the first ingredient isn't a named meat, put it back. And if you have a dog at home, we already ranked 10 dog food brands too. You can click on the screen. All right, thank you.